podcasts on UNC-TV.org are made possible through the financial contributions of viewers like you, who invite you to join them in supporting UNC-TV.
El Sistema is a program started 36 years ago in Venezuela to teach very young children from the country's poor barrios to play musical instruments and to become members of an orchestra. Now Durham and 9 other cities have been chosen to bring the Venezuelan program here to the U.S. The Durham version of the program is called Kidz Notes. John Dancy reports it's about music and teaching kids discipline and cooperation.
All musicians started like this. Eventually, most end up playing like Katie Wyatt. She's executive director of Kidz Notes, a new program to get children started on classical music.
There you go.
The first Kidz Notes class began this fall. It's free, and it's for kids 5 to 8. No experience needed. Besides being a professional musician, Wyatt also speaks Spanish.
Es completamente gratis. Vamos a tener clases 5 días cada semana.
Helpful in talking to parents at E.K. Poe, Eastway, and Y.E. Smith elementary schools in Durham. They're the schools where Kidz Notes is underway, a small start for a program that hopes to be huge. At first glance, it seems impossible, getting 5-year-olds to play the violin. But the children and their parents are enthusiastic. Kidz Notes is modeled on Venezuela's program called El Sistema, the system. It began 36 years ago with 11 students. Today, it has almost 300,000. El Sistema was the brainchild of Dr. Jose Antonio Abreu, a Venezuelan economist and musician. He still teaches some of the orchestras. Venezuela has 125 youth orchestras and 30 symphony orchestras. El Sistema has its own superstar, conductor Gustavo Dudamel, who came up through the program and is now the music director of the Los Angeles Symphony. Last year, Katie Wyatt was chosen as one of 10 Abreu Fellows. After a year of study in Boston and Venezuela, their job was to bring El Sistema to the U.S. How could a classical music program be so successful in a poor country? How would it go over here? Wyatt says it will work because El Sistema and Kidz Notes are about more than music.
Music in itself instills in me and instills in many musicians a sense of community, in that nothing that we do can be done alone.
These are all the violins that we have. So if something happens to yours, we will try to repair it. That's right. They're very special.
And you're going to have to wait to play.
And you're going to have to wait to play. That's right.
We are instilling in our kids a sense of responsibility and the opportunity to contribute 100% of themselves. There is something joyous in contributing and building something together, whether it's here at Kidz Notes or abroad in the wider community.
The first class of Kidz Notes is 60 children. Most know nothing about music. They start with the basic building block of music, rhythm.
Can you play your A string?
The young musicians-to-be receive after-school lessons 4 days a week, usually for an hour to an hour and a half. On Saturday mornings, they get together as an orchestra to learn about playing together. Their theme song, Lean on Me. One incentive, each child has his or her own violin. They got them at a ceremony in September. The violins were a gift from Duke University. They're being maintained by Durham's guitar and violin music shop, High Strung. Their employees help the kids learn the basics. El Sistema in Venezuela has taken thousands of poor children from the barrios all over the country and made them disciplined and self-sufficient. It's a model Kidz Notes plans to copy. Cindy Taib and her husband have 2 children, in Kidz Notes.
They love being in Kidz Notes. It's make them want to go to school more. They have become more self-efficient. They know that they have to get up. They know that they have to practice. They sit at home. They practice on pencils. They practice on their guitars at home, the songs that they learn.
3 months ago, these kids didn't even know how to hold their violins. Now they're getting ready for their concert debut, playing together as an orchestra. With Christmas just a few days after the first concert, the program was heavy in Christmas lyrics. Kidz Notes is being heavily supported by the Durham business community. John Replogle, CEO of Durham's Burt's Bees personal skincare company, was in the audience for the first concert.
Well, you can see it coming alive in community building. You have young kids who are having the opportunity to see the world differently and to, in that, grow in themselves, grow in their personal leadership and accountability, to learn math and music, and then to bond together as a community.
Katie Wyatt says Kidz Notes is already a success.
For the really wild kids, we have given them a honing mechanism to take a lot of that energy and be able to channel it into the instrument. And they take the violin and they want to do more and excel, and they're really proud of what they do. On the other end of that, we have had a number of children who are learning English, who are not the most popular kids in class, who have a difficulty integrating into their peers. Those kids are stars now. Those kids have really been given a voice through our program.
At the end of the first concert, the kids received their payoff, a standing ovation. It was what all artists play for, even the very youngest.
Katie Wyatt has big plans for the pint-sized Kidz Notes Orchestra. Once the program is established in Durham, Wyatt says she would like to see Kidz Notes orchestras playing in every major city in North Carolina.
Podcasts on UNC-TV.org are made possible through the financial contributions of viewers like you, who invite you to join them in supporting UNC-TV.